Everybody, it's the Angel Chamber, Stampin' Up independent demonstrator from Kansas. See if it's better without the light. A little bit for now. And today we are making a Mother's Day card with the featured stamp set of the month. We are creating with Willow Tree. Now, unfortunately, this is a last chance product and it is already sold out. But I have lots of ideas for other things that could be used for Mother's Day. If you want to know, just ask away. If you're commenting on Facebook, that is not what I am watching at the moment. I am over on Zoom and I'm turning on the chat so I can see it. So if you want to comment, you can comment on Facebook, but I won't get back to you until after this video is over. Or if you'd like me to see what you're asking, maybe I'll notice if you comment on it, but maybe not, because I get kind of focused on what I'm doing. Anyway, just to remind you that the last chance product sale is happening this week, is its last week. Next Monday, May 1st, the product sale ends and both the 2022 to 2023 annual catalog and the 2023 January through April mini catalog both retire. And you won't be able to order anything out of those catalogs after next Monday. Now, some of the items carried over into the new catalog, which is coming on Tuesday, May 2nd, and that'll be pretty exciting. I will be in my launch party, catalog launch party, showing the new catalog and some of the new products. And so I will definitely see you there next week. I also will be having I'll be hopping onto Facebook Live sometime Monday, just to give you a little sneak peek of some of the new colors that are coming. There is a color refresh this time with the new catalog, and so my new colors have arrived. I have not even opened the box yet. So we will be doing a little sneak peek of some of the new colors next Monday. But for now, let me get you pointed down to my work surface and we'll get started creating. Okay, I'll turn the light back on. It does make a little bit of a shine on the stamp set. We're using the Willow Tree stamp set. And we are going to be using the Willow dies, which are also sold out. But that's the thing, when you plan ahead with a product that is retiring, you never know if it's going to last the whole entire month or not. What we are using for our card today is some soft seafoam cardstock that was 8.5 and 11 piece of paper cut in half vertically to make a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of paper, and then folded. I'm going to turn this off because so you can, maybe it'll give a better look at the green, and then I'll turn it on. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. I'm going to set that aside. We are going to be doing some die cutting with some things. We have soft suede, which is also retiring, and soft succulent and mint macaron, which are also retiring. And then I have a piece of celebration paper that is already retired that we will be using on our cards with JT flowers. And let me pull up my cut and emboss machine and bring the big one up today. Although before we do that, I do have a little bit of stamping to do first. Because before we cut out our dies, we are going to stamp both the branches and the leaves and the pretty trunks with the goat. No bunnies on today's card. Okay. I brought out my size E block because I knew these stamps were a little bigger. It would not fit on the size D block that I usually use. Trying to figure out the best way to stamp this because we're going to cut it out. That wasn't great, but although it doesn't really matter because we'll be covering up that part with leaves, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Try to get some ink off. That's better. Not sure how that'll work when we cut it out. I have my chamois over here that I'm using to clean off my stamps. That is the end of our soft suede for now. And I realized I did not even get the mint macaron out of the bag. So here it is. And I'm going to stamp both sets of leaves in both colors because I'm not exactly sure which ones I'll be using. Do that one again. Get ink in all the places. And that one goes right off the edge. So I'll get it in. How about flip the paper? That's why it's important that every piece of paper has two sides. So when it's not the way you want it the first time, you can do it again. All right. And then the smaller bundle of leaves. And finally, the soft succulent. Smaller bundle in the soft succulent. Artwork. Close up my ink pad. Then we'll pull up the Stampin' Cut and Emboss and start cutting out all of these beautiful images. I needed to bring my bigger one today because the smaller one only does, the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss only does things up to 3.5 inches. And although I'm not sure that any of, I think the big Willow Tree branches, leaves set, and possibly the tree itself are both a little bit wider. Let's start with the tree itself. I'm gonna see if I brought my washi tape. Almost sure that I have some, but I of course did not get it out. So that doesn't mean I can find it. There it is. And we are going to take the frame onto the paper so that hopefully it doesn't move and it cuts out the printed page. We're just going to try it with one piece and see if that helps. And there the tree falls out just perfect. Paper over here for now. Tree over there. Now I'm gonna do one piece of paper at a time. And I'm going to try. We'll see how this works. Cut out both lead bundles. Grab some washi tape for those as well. And I'm going to be cutting out these if possible. Going to add those as decoration to the inside. Now they won't 100% cut because in order for you guys to cut, it has to have both base plate and top plate over all of it. It gets some. And our leaves were taken care of. I'm going to take them off of here because we need to use these frames again on the soft succulent. Right in my way. So I'm going to set those up. Washi tape works really well, but if it didn't cut them exact, it's because I didn't get them lined up exact. That's a me issue. All right. Those on there as well. One more time. Put my cotton and brass away so we have more room. And my die stack of paper to the magnet. Sometimes the washi tape takes a little bit of the cardstock off, but that's not in the dies, in the cutout areas, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I had meant to cut these out with adhesive sheets in the back, but I didn't do that. So let's just make do without. These will be for the inside of the card, one or both. And now grab my designer scissors and my paper trimmer. We are cutting a little some designers choose paper. That's I want it to be about a little over 4 inches, 1 1/8 maybe. And approximately 2 inches. Okay. Now, bring my card front back over here. And we are going to be setting that right about there. So I am going to want to stamp my big branches one more time. My block away a little too early. And I'm going to want to stamp them with, trying to figure out what I put my ink. Mint macaron is the winner. So I'm taking up these. Open up the card to make it more flat the surface. And then I'm just going to stamp right here. There we go. Okay. Next thing I'm doing is just putting my designer series paper down, covering up a little bit of leaves. You'll see what we're doing. We're building layers. And then the next thing is the tree trunk. trying to line it up with the tree trunk image. Here. Like it's okay. And now we figure out which of these images are going up here. Putting mint macaron on there, and I'm just gluing this one down. It will still give it a little bit of texture because it has the layers underneath. And finally, I'm going to pop up with dimensionals, the soft succulent layer. Okay. For the inside, I have there's my phone. Now this is the one that goes with the take your pick. You can change out your tool and put the brush on it. I, however, am just going to hold it and run it across this and try to pop out these little extra die. All come out, but most that aside and to the macaron. One do I want to use on the inside? I think maybe the soft succulent for this card. And when you have little pieces that don't pop out, my favorite thing to do is to use the paper piercer section of my take the pick tool and just poke it out. I'm going to put glue on the back of this and see if the whole thing is going to fit. See another little part. It didn't come out. And I just put a little bit of glue in various places. So it's still kind of loose, but and then I'm just going to clip off anything that sneaks over the edge of the card. I think this my scissors are handy. Now to stamp our sentiments. I brought a retired stamp set with me, Timeless Tulips, because I wanted this to be a Mother's Day card. And so I needed the sentiment that says Happy Mother's Day. Soft as succulent stamp pad. Up here. Opening this up so there's no crazy things on the back that will keep it from standing correctly. And stamp it right. Happy Mother's Day. And then for the inside of this card, I am using a sentiment that is in a stamp set that is currently available. It's called In the Moment. And the sentiment says, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. But my stamp on the back that has copyright Stampin' Up, it tells you that the craft being made for you. Clean off my stamps. And we're going to add some rhinestones or pearls to the front of this card, and it'll be done. Take your pick tool. I don't think I'm going to use the paper piercer end. I think I'm going to use the putty end. What comes out of this right here is a little bit of putty. And then when you choose which embellishment you want, I think I'll just do basic rhinestones. You can use the putty to pick it up and then lay it wherever you would like. It's always best to put your embellishments in groups of odd number. So total. So I am going to put another one down here. So I have 5 rhinestones on my card. Move this stuff for now, and so hopefully you can see the card. Okay, here we have our Mother's Day card made with the Willow Tree stamp set. I'm going to turn the light off for a minute. You can see the green a little better. And then it says Happy Mother's Day. You open it up. It says sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. I hope you enjoyed this. Next week will be the introduction of our May featured stamp set.